Forecast. I'm Joseph, the host of the UFC Forecast, and we're back for UFC 282. Magomed Ankalaev and Jan Blachowicz title fight for the light heavyweight championship. Make sure to smash the like button, suplex the subscribe button. We really appreciate that support. Let's kick it off with the early prelims here. Cameron Saaiman, Stephen Koslow, both 6-0 here. What do you think, Loaf? Cameron Saaiman was our guy. He reached out to us. He got that knockout win over Joaquin. He got tested there, but he got it done. He's a big favorite. I kind of think he gets it done here, but Stephen Koslow, he's really good on the ground. He has lots of submissions. I don't know. I'll probably stay away on the bets, most likely.
I'll mostly likely stay away too, but when it comes to siding with somebody, I took Cameron Saaiman last time. I'm going to go with the $3 underdog Koslow.
Yeah?
I think so. I mean, the four-year age advantage, and then he's got 6-0. All 6 come by first round submission. So, I mean, if he gets himself on the ground with Saaiman, I feel like he'd be able to get it done. Saaiman's good on the feet, but I feel like Koslow's going to take this one, man. I feel like Saaiman's first fight, even though they're both debuting.
Yeah, I figured it'd be a little bit closer of an even money fight because we don't really know much about them, but
Koslow looks really good, too, man.
Yeah, he does look really good.
He looks like a monster.
Very good on the ground. Cameron Saaiman, he was tested against Joaquin, but he got it done. I think I'm going to ride with Cameron Saaiman in this one, Loaf.
I'm going to ride with Stephen Koslow.
All right, we're going to split on this one.
Yeah.
Next up, we got Vinicius Salvador versus Daniel da Silva, also known as Lacerda. First, I was on Salvador because of his 13 knockouts, but Daniel da Silva was 11-1 before he entered the UFC. Both these guys have a 100% finish rate. Between the two of them, they went to decision once in the 33 fights. I mean, it's going to be it's definitely not going to go the distance in this one, to be honest with you. So, bet that for sure. But I'm kind of leaning the underdog 250, Daniel da Silva. His first 3 UFC fights, all losses. But I think he's going to get this one done. Salvador got finished 3 out of 4 times in pre-UFC, and they were all lower caliber guys. So, I mean, he's known to get finished. But Silva's known to get finished too, honestly. And Salvador, on the feet, he has 13 knockouts. That's why he's a favorite here. But he just doesn't have the UFC experience yet. Da Silva's kind of settling in here. What do you like, Loaf?
No, you and me are going to disagree with this one again. I'm going to go with Vinicius Salvador
for
this one. I mean, he's got 100% finish rate, 13 knockouts, 1 submission. I see him definitely getting that knockout, not a submission. And like I said, Daniel da Silva, last couple fights, I just didn't think he looked too well, especially losing against Victor Altamirano.
No, he didn't look good, but you know what I mean? He has the finishing ability for sure.
Both of them do.
And he's kind of settling in now.
I know he's lost, but I feel like he's on a little bit better run. Dana White Contender Series got the TKO, so I got to go with Vinicius Salvador to pull out a good debut here.
Yeah, Daniel just doesn't have any low-level losses, and Vinicius has 4 of them, so
yeah.
I'm going to go with Daniel da Silva underdog here. That's my pick. But for it not to go the distance, that's definitely the best bet on this one. Don't bet either side. Honestly, in the money line, just go for it not to go the distance. That's the best bet on this one. Next up, we got TJ Brown, Erik Silva. I'm riding with Erik Silva here. He looked very good in the Dana White Contender Series. He got the finish there in the first round. I think he's going to get the finish maybe against TJ Brown, Loaf. TJ Brown didn't get finished against Shaylin Nerdenbike, but he got taken down and controlled. Erik Silva, he has a high takedown accuracy, and I feel like he's going to get the takedowns, probably get a TKO or a submission. For a finish is probably the best bet, in my opinion. But even money line, Erik Silva. I got Erik Silva in this one.
Erik Silva is a no doubt for me. I mean, again, I had Anvar against him in the Contender Series because Anvar is a finisher.
Yeah, he is.
Crazy good fighter. So, I mean, I thought Anvar was going to win, and Erik Silva just completely demolished him.
Yeah, he looked really good, man.
So, I got to go with Erik Silva for sure over TJ Brown. That's a for sure for me. I think Ryan might have it as a lock to you.
I'm not sure if he's my lock of the week, actually.
Yeah, I would too if I'm going to take a different one, obviously, but that guy's 100%. I can't see him losing it at all.
No. Next up, we got Billy Quarantillo and Alexander Hernandez. Hernandez has win-loss since 2018, since he knocked out Benil there in the first round. And he's due for a win here, Loaf.
Yeah, I agree with Alexander Hernandez. He's a good underdog value. I mean, Renato Moicano was his last one. Went to round 2 of him. Renato Moicano's really good on the ground, dangerous. And Billy Quarantillo went to unanimous decision with Shane Burgos. And Shane Burgos is not as good as I thought he was. He's all right, but he's still not great out of the UFC now. Great. So I got to go with Alexander Hernandez. He is due for a win here. Strong kid, good on wrestler. So I got to go with Hernandez to take this, probably by decision.
Yeah, it's going to be a greasy decision, I think. He's going to have to mix in the wrestling. He's going to have to prove that he's a better grappler. And he's just going to have to stay alive on the feet.
He looks a lot stronger than Quarantillo, too. It looks a lot stronger.
Next up, this is a banger fight. Chris Curtis, Joaquin Buckley. Who you got, Loaf?
I'm riding with Chris Curtis all day. I mean, the fact that he went to decision with Jack Hermanson looked really good. A lot of people believe he should have won that fight. It was close. But I got to go with him to get the finish here over Joaquin Buckley. I mean, the fact that he finished Brendan Allen, Phil Hawes, a lot of high-level people.
A lot more experience.
Yeah, exactly. And Joaquin Buckley, I mean, yeah, he said that the spinning wheel kick and some highlight reels, but at the end of the day, those are just lucky things every now and then. And, I mean, I haven't seen him really shine since then, so I got to go with Chris Curtis, KO, TKO, over Buckley.
Exactly. I feel like Chris Curtis is going to get one in the win column here. But it's going to be a by knockout. This one's going to be a knockout fight.
Yeah.
And he's going to be my underdog of the week at 205. Slight underdog. I like Chris Curtis for the knockout, Loaf.
It's good to pull the trigger on him early. Chris Curtis may be a favorite by the time the fight goes.
Yeah, I couldn't believe he was a underdog in this one. But he's slight right now. Like you said, I think he's
or maybe a dead even fight, $1.90, $1.90.
Could be.
Yeah.
Joaquin Buckley has a couple knockouts himself. 11 of them. But Chris Curtis has 16. Has fought the higher caliber guys. I feel like he's going to get this one done, and I'm going to grab the underdog value. Make him my dog of the week right now.
Yeah.
Next up, we got Ovince St. Preux and Antonio Trocoli. This is a close fight, 190-190.
6'6", Antonio. Holy fuck, he's big.
Antonio is a big boy.
He's huge.
Debut fight here.
Yeah.
I think he might have been in the UFC. Now he's coming back. There could have been a no contest. He got in trouble there. He's coming back. Could have been the roid, something like that. I don't know what it was. But Ovince St. Preux, he seems to be on the decline. He got the win against Shogun Rua there, but
both old guys.
Yeah, he's winning against old guys, and he's not looking great, honestly. So
too.
I think I'm going to back Trocoli here. I think he's pretty good on the ground. Lots of takedowns. He's a good grappler. And the 6'6", he's going to have the height advantage, the reach advantage. I feel like he's going to get this one done. So I'm going to take Trocoli on the money line, Low.
I agree with Trocoli. Trocoli should have no problem with this, especially being 31 years old, pretty well in his prime. Age of fighting, 39, you know, that's... See, we saw Stephen Thompson do it, but Ovince St. Preux is no Stephen Thompson. I got to go with Antonio. I mean, that's 6'6". That's that 3-inch height and that 2-inch reach and the age difference. You got to go with Antonio. I mean, he looks good. He looks solid. 3 years off. I think he's ready to come back and put on a show. So I'm going to go with Antonio. Most likely to get this done by the finish, honestly.
Yeah, it's been a long layoff for him. Jeez, 3 years, man.
Yeah.
But, yeah, Ovince St. Preux on the decline. Hopefully Trocoli can come in here and get it done for me on the money line.
Yeah.
Just to be safe.
Next up, we got Raul Rosas Jr. and Jay Perrin. And I know a lot of people are going hard on this Raul Rosas Jr. kid, but I mean... At 17, he turned 18 now. He's 18, but I mean, at 18 years old, I mean, he just got that unanimous decision, Dana White Contender Series. He's fighting a guy who went to decision with Kualange Ori and Mario Bautista. Yeah, I got to go with Jay Perrin, man. I think he's gonna edge it out by decision. I mean, he's just the age difference. He's 29. He's pretty well. Yeah. That's a prime age, man. Like,
and the decision with Bautista, that's impressive. Bautista's finishing guys right now, man.
And I can't see him on his debut at 18 years old getting it done against a guy his UFC experience against two tough people, and then at 29 years old. I got to go with Jay Perrin. I think it's gonna upset a lot of people this week.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the dog Jay Perrin with you too, Loaf.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a tough fight for Rosa Jr., man. He looks good on the ground, but geez, man, I think he's going to get outpowered here by Jay Perrin. Jay Perrin's very tough. 2 decisions there, losses, but I think he's due for a win here. Rosa Jr., man, he's going to be talented in the future, but they're just pushing him into the ranks too early. He shouldn't be in the UFC at 18 years old.
Oh, way too young.
Yeah, way too young to be in the UFC here. But he could get a win eventually, but 18, man, he's going to have to be training for a little bit. I think it's a little bit too early of a push.
He will put up a fight, but I think Jay Perrin...
Yeah, he will put up a fight.
Jay Perrin's going to edge it out in the decision win.
Yeah, I think he'll edge it out, and Rosa's going to need a couple years to grow here.
Yeah. Next up, we got Edmen Shahbazyan versus Dalcha Lungiambula. Those are 2 crazy last names. Anyway, I got to go with Edmen here. I mean, his last 2 have been losses, but they've been to fucking Nasruddin Amayov, and then I forget who the other guy was. But
both these guys, the last 3 they lost.
Dalcha has been losing people not near as high level as Edmen.
No, that's the thing, yeah.
And I mean, Edmen, he has some good. I think he has 7 first round finishes.
9.
9. He's got 9.
9 knockouts all in the first round.
I mean, he's got a 6-inch height advantage.
Yeah.
On Dalcha. I mean, he's 10 years younger. 25 is a good age. I gotta go with Edmen to probably finish this one against Dalcha. Dalcha's been looking pretty weak lately.
Yeah, I agree. I think he gets back on track here. 9 knockouts all in the first round. This one could be early for sure.
Probably another first round.
Yeah. Definitely Edmen for the knockout. That's my pick.
Yeah.
Nothing else to add there. Dalcha, though, man, he does have power. 5 knockouts. But he's not looking great against the low-level competition. Edmen, higher-level competition. You got to think he gets this one done back on track.
It's sketchy though, because if Dalcha does land a big right, he can end
that
it, and it's 340. So it's if people want to risk it and go big, go Dalcha. But I mean, Edmen probably show with the experience
and the height advantage. Big height advantage, 6'2" versus 5'8". It's going to be tough for Dalcha
punching up the whole, throwing uppercuts the whole fight.
Yeah, it's going to be too tough to hit Edmen Shahbazyan, and Edmen should win at range anyways. But definitely the knockout's live for Edmen Shahbazyan. Yeah, getting back on track.
Next up, we got Jairzinho, Rozenstruik versus Chris Daukaus.
The big boys.
Big boys. And I mean, I'm kind of back and forth with this one. Honestly, they're both really good. But I got to go with Rozenstruik.
Yeah, we're convinced now Rozenstruik can get this done.
Rozenstruik has lost to Volkov and Francis Ngannou and stuff, but those are top-level guys. Yeah. I mean, he's knocked out Overeem, like Overeem's never even fought before. Chris Daukaus didn't look too good against Curtis Blades or Derek Lewis. Derek Lewis starting to slow down a lot lately too, so I got to go with Rozenstruik. Has lots of power. He has a 2-inch reach advantage. He's got I guess pretty well the same, honestly.
Yeah, they're pretty well. They match up pretty well the same, but
Rozenstruik, I mean,
the higher level competition,
way more power in Rozenstruik hands. Chris Daukaus has lost 4 of his 5 by KO. Rozenstruik only lost 2 by KO, so I got to go with Rozenstruik to find the chin on Daukaus.
Yeah, when we were watching tape, Rozenstruik was hardly touching guys, and they're just dropping,
just left jabs.
Yeah. So I feel like Chris Daukaus is gonna get caught coming in here with a jab or like a hook. And Rozenstruik's going to knock him out. Could be early, too. First round finish for Rozenstruik. He carries a lot of power, man. And it was just like last weekend, Pavlovich and Tai Tuivasa.
Pavlovich.
I think they have the right favorite in this one.
Yeah.
And it's going to be the knockout for sure. Next up, Loaf. This is one of your favorite fighters, Ilia Topuria.
They're both kind of my favorite. I like these guys both a lot. Bryce Mitchell and Ilia Topuria. But I gotta ride Ilia. Ilia's been my guy. As soon as he debuted, he's one of my favorite fighters. I mean, he looks clean on the hands. Really good hands. I mean, he's got 7 submissions, too, so if anyone takes him to the ground, he can be there as well.
Yeah, he's a high-level wrestler, man.
High-level, man, and his hands are so much more powerful than Bryce Mitchell's. Yeah. I mean, the way Jay Herbert almost knocked him out twice, he just ate them and then came back in round 2 and just put Jay Herbert out cold.
Edson tested Bryce too, so they both have a good chin.
But I mean,
they're both good on the ground.
Bryce Mitchell has a lot of decisions as well in the UFC.
He does.
And Ilia's been cleaning guys left and right. Yeah. So I have to go with Ilia to find the chin on Bryce. I like Bryce a lot, but I feel like he's got put against a too good of a striker here.
Yeah, Topuria has 4 knockouts, 7 subs, so I like Topuria for the finish. Yeah. For the finish in this one, I feel like he's going to be the better wrestler.
Damon Jackson, he made Damon Jackson look. Damon Jackson's a high-level submission artist and really good in the UFC, and Ilia put him out.
But so is Bryce, man. Bryce is a specialist.
Yeah, I don't know.
So this is a step up in competition for sure.
Yeah,
big step up.
But I mean, look at the guy. Bryce's face too. He's faced Barboza, and then before that. I think everyone he's faced pretty well has not been... They've all been strikers. And Ilia, he's a striker, but he has more submissions than he does KOs.
Yeah.
Almost double. So, I mean, if he has that many submissions, he obviously knows what he's doing on the ground. Like Andre Fili. Charles Rosas is okay on the ground. But Matt Sales, Andre Fili, and Edson Barboza are all pure strikers.
Yeah.
No ground.
No.
So, I mean, against the guy who mixes it up quite a bit, I got to go with Ilia to get it done.
Yeah,
I got to ride my favorite fighter.
Yeah. Next up, we got Darren Till and Dricus du Plessis. I'm going with the South African du Plessis. I got both of them on this card. I think they get it done, just on the money line. Darren Till's tough, but I feel like he's on the decline as well. He has fought high-level competition, but man, I just don't think he's taking it as serious anymore. He got finished by Brunson there by the submission. Dricus, big win over Brad Tavares. He looked very good. He has power in his hands.
Huge power.
And he's a good wrestler, too. He's very good on the ground to mix it up. So, what do you think, Glove? Anything
I agree. No, I got
there?
nothing else to add, really. Darren Till, I mean, I like Darren Till a lot, but I don't feel like he puts in as much as Dricus. Dricus has looked really good. I mean, his record speaks for itself, 17-2. He's fought some pretty tough guys. And Darren Till, man, even if you look at the two of them, I mean, Dricus looks way better shape.
Yeah.
Looks like he would just fuck him, so.
Yeah, one guy's not taking it as serious as the other. One guy's on the decline. One guy's on the upcline.
I'm going to go with... I'd say Darren Till makes it to the decision, though.
He could, yeah. He's very tough, man. I don't think he's going to get finished by Dricus.
I'm going to go...
Dricus' decision's a very good bet.
Dricus' decision's the bet.
But money line, too.
Yeah.
Money line to be
safe.
safe.
$1.60 is a good price.
Yeah, very good price for Dricus. It did drop a lot, but...
Catch a hold of it early.
Try to catch it because I think it's still dropping.
Yeah. Next up, we got Robbie Lawler and Santiago Ponzinibbio. Ponzinibbio, however you say that name.
Next up, we got the boy Paddy the Batty Pimblett and Jared Gordon. And Paddy's a big favorite here, 140 against Gordon, $3.
Gordon's good, too.
Gordon's very good, man. He's a good wrestler. He can control guys. But can he control Paddy the Batty? I don't think so. I think Paddy's probably going to knock him out.
Paddy's on a good run here, man.
His hands are too good, man.
And the reach he's got here, he's got a 5-inch reach advantage against Gordon.
He has some real hype behind him, too.
Oh,
man.
yeah. No, Paddy, for sure. How can you go against Paddy at this point, really? You can't. And the KO is a good... Like, I don't know if he'll... Shit.
I like the KO. He's good on the ground, too. Lots of submissions there, but the KO, man, he needs to swing and bang with this one.
Well, I'm going Paddy regardless, but I'll go the opposite way just so one of us get it. I'm going to go Paddy for submission on this one against Jared Gordon.
Yeah, Gordon's going to be very good on the ground. Like he's a good wrestler and have that control of time. I feel like Paddy might want to stay on the feet with this one and try to avoid that. Try to crack his chin.
Yeah, maybe. Gordon's a good striker too, though.
Gordon has 4 knockout losses and 1 decision loss. 4 to the 5 times he's been knocked out.
Oh, yeah, maybe then.
I'm sniffing knockout on this one. Yeah, I'm really sniffing knockout on this one for Paddy the Batty.
Paddy, yeah. Next up, Jan Blachowicz.
Title fight.
Magomed Ankalaev and Jan Blachowicz. And for this one's going to be a banger. I can't wait to see this one. But I got to side with Magomed Ankalaev, man. You got to go with the Russians. I'm sorry, Blachowicz, but...
Yeah.
I mean, way too powerful on the feet. I mean, his only loss is by a submission to Paul Craig. And Jan Blachowicz is...
His second left.
Jan Blachowicz is not a submission guy, man. I mean, he probably pulled off a couple submissions, but he's not... mainly a submission guy.
Yeah.
I mean, Magomed dominated Anthony Smith. Anthony Smith's a really good submission artist, so I mean, if he can do that against Anthony Smith and everyone else he knocked out, I gotta go with Magomed to knock out Blachowicz.
Yeah, I can't see him getting touched in this one. I think he's gonna be too...
Blachowicz is almost 40?
Yeah, he's almost 40 years old. He's getting old, man.
Yeah, Magomed's got this,
He's slowing down. Ankalaev's on a completely different level. Yeah, man, he's just going to be cleaning guys, and now it's a good competition that he can actually prove it, get the belt, and when Prohaska comes back, there's a challenge right there. I don't know if Glover's going to be sticking around or not. Too bad we didn't get to see that one, though, you know what I mean? Yeah. That was going to be a good fight. But
we're going to have another Russian champ here,
We've been talking about Ankalaev for a long, long time, and just like Islam Makhachev, I feel like this guy's on a different level, and it's time to prove it.
Yeah.
It's really time to prove it at UFC 282, man.
Yeah, I like Magomed, man. I feel like that's the fight a lot of people are going to want to see is Magomed and Yuri Prohaska when he comes back.
And this is a good test because Jan Blachowicz has that Polish power.
Yeah.
He could Ankalaev could get cracked here, but this is a test, and this is going to be a real good fight.
I've never seen Magomed even get dazed, man. I've never seen him get dazed.
So this is a perfect test, man. Yeah. Great competition, Jan Blachowicz, real power.
The composure Magomed has too. He takes his time. Jan Blachowicz swings a lot. I feel like Magomed's going to be patient and get that counter.
So my lock of the week was Erik Silva. I got Erik Silva on the money line, probably to get the finish. And my underdog of the week was Chris Curtis. I think he's going to get the knockout against Joaquin Buckley. Who you got, Loaf?
Obviously, my lock of the week, I'm going to ride my favorite. I'm going to go Ilia Topuria.
Ride or die, baby.
I'm going to go Ilia Topuria for lock of the week. And for my underdog...
And you got your lock and underdog right last weekend, so... I got both mine wrong. I got 6 out of 14 last weekend. So this is a big rebound for me. Loaf got 8 out of 14. He got his lock right and his dog right.
Who was your dog?
My underdog was Chris Curtis.
Okay.
So Ilia Topuria, very good lock of the week this week. Looking to go 2 in a row, Loaf.
I know. I gotta.
Who's your dog? Two in a row.
My underdog of the week is going to be Alexander Hernandez.
Hernandez?
Yeah.
You got Hernandez. Last week you had Phil Rowe.
Phil Rowe, and then my lock was...
Phil Rowe, that was a good fight for Phil Rowe.
Sergi was my lock.
Nico was on the way to win that one, but Phil Rowe got it done by finish, man.
Yeah.
So
Nico was
a good
looking.
call, man.
Nico was looking good, but that's what I mean, man. Phil Rowe, with that huge reach advantage he had, I knew he was going to find him at some point.
That was it.
And 100% finish rate, I knew it was going to happen, and it did happen. Thank God.
That's it. Yeah. And your favorite of the week. He pulled through.
Oh, yeah, Sergi.
Sergi
I pulled
Pavlovich.
through in less than a minute.
Yeah, that was real quick. Great call there. I wish I would have put money on the first round. It was sitting there at 230. But I thought Ty could have stayed in there a bit longer. But no, Sergi Pavlovich is the real fucking deal, man. I think he could be champion someday, dude.
He'll be fighting for the belt very shortly.
Very fucking short. Short period of time before Pavlovich is champion. Yeah, a lot of these Russians are coming in and getting these titles. Well, that's it for UFC 282. Make sure to smash the like button, suplex the subscribe button. We appreciate that support.